Now I simply have to use pesto for my Ligurian feast. And I'm going to make a dish that's so typical of the region.
And it's pasta with pesto, with green beans and potatoes. And where do I start? It's right here with my pesto and mortar.
Try to use young basil leaves for this sauce. There are no strict rules, so I'm adding rockets.
I love the bitterness of the rocket leaves against the sweetness of the basil.
Add a touch of salt, then some pungent garlic, and a mild olive oil that won't overpower the ingredients.
And now the only thing that I have to do, start to pesto.
You could use a food processor here, but the traditional method gives my pesto a more rustic texture.
Trust me, it's gonna be worth every effort you put it in.
Pine nuts are the classic choice for pesto, but I like to be different. I use walnuts as well for extra crunch and that earthy, bitter flavor. This smells amazing.
The only thing that I want to do right now is put my finger in there and just eat it.
But I'll have to be patient, as there is still punchy pecorino cheese to add and olive oil to loosen the mix.
And yes, more pasting.
Keep going, but make sure the pesto stays rustic.
Look at that. Leave the texture in there because that is the difference between a good pesto and a great pesto. Now, let's get on with the rest of the dish.
My handful of fresh green beans is going into salted boiling water with the local Trofi pasta.
Have a look at this. It looks like all little tiny curl and very, very popular around the Ligurian region. Make sure you give it a good stir and keep the water boiling. Salted boiling water. That is the secret to make sure that the pasta doesn't stick.
Just a couple of minutes in the pan and I'm ready to serve. Don't waste a drop of that pesto. And let me tell you something about the cooking water.
This little water that is at the end, I need that to make sure that the pesto is loose enough to coat the pasta perfectly. Fantastico. And you slowly, slowly coat the pasta into your pesto dressing.
For extra flavor and texture, I've boiled and cubed some firm potatoes. Look at that.
A few basil leaves for decoration. That's it. My Trofi pasta with pesto, green beans, and potatoes. Liguria, I'm now officially your son. Buon appetito.